this is politics, and you cannot have a manager managing politicians. You need also a politician who has managerial skills to manage politicians.
That is the thing. The issue of Igathe is signing as a deputy governor. He was vindicated the moment Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta appointed NMS. Because the issue of the roles of the deputy governor are stipulated in the constitution. There is no way you can have a co-governor. It is a deputy governor. So you cannot challenge, or rather victimize, Polycarp Igathe for resigning, because he said he lost trust. I mean, he was not able to earn the trust of the boss. And he did.
Gentlemen, we want to come back to that.
And that is why we are saying the mess that Nairobi we find ourselves in is a result of the poor governance skills that one Igathe has.
Now, even as we're speaking on the gubernatorial seat, we do know that Sonko is still having some wars as we're speaking. Sakaja has, of course, felt some reprieve after his clearance. Yeah, so we're looking at Sakaja's last reprieve. And though I did not want to start from that, I wanted us to check on Kiambu. You have then directed this conversation to take a look at the polls that I came across that actually you have mentioned showed that Sakaja is ahead of Igathe in the gubernatorial race as far as the polls are concerned. We'll take a look at that video, hear your thoughts on it as well. The conversation has begun on this particular state, Nairobi, and the gubernatorial race. Now, we can see here Azimio and Kenya Kwanza right in studio, each of them saying we need a manager. Another one saying, well, we need a manager, we need a politician with managerial skills. What are your thoughts? Talk to me on hashtag The Morning Drift. But for now, what did the polls say on who is ahead in the Nairobi's gubernatorial seat? Take a look.
Answered, and 39% report they would vote for Sakaja Johnson if elections were held on that day. 33% mentioned Polycarp Igathe. Agnes Kagure mentioned by 0.4%. There were those who preferred not to disclose, that was at 4%, and the undecided at 24%. Cumulatively, if you look at that gubernatorial race, we can report the undecided stands at 28%. For the senatorial candidate, the two leading candidates that came out are Edwin Sifuna, who scored 44%, or who would have scored 44% if elections were held on that day, followed by Bishop Margaret Wanjiru at 12%. There were other candidates mentioned, there are about 4. Cumulatively, they would get 1%. On to the presidential popularity, we wanted to find out who amongst the 4 cleared candidates, how are they faring. So we start with the leading candidate, Raila Odinga and Martha Karua, who have a score of 49%, followed closely by the Deputy President William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, who scores 30%, and George Wajakoya and Justina Wamai has a 5% within Nairobi, and David Mwaure and Ruth Mutua has 0.3%. What do we have as undecided? The undecided for the presidential race in Nairobi stands at 15%.
All right, now being the capital city of this particular nation, all eyes are on Nairobi's gubernatorial race. And as we're seeing an earlier poll, they are saying Sakaja is ahead. Gentlemen, we were on that conversation when we started also, focusing or rather reviewing the debate that we had. If the opinion polls then say somebody is ahead, how true can these opinion polls be? And someone once said that the opinion polls is pretty much really closer to what we expect in the general election. Why then would you say that Igathe gets to win anyway? Yet the opinion polls, the best that we have seen, then declare Sakaja, or pretty much